welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm gonna share some things that I do when I have a bad day, and it's gonna be mixed in with like a vlog. So let's get right into some of these things. I usually have like a bad day. At least I have one at least 3 times a month. It has to be at least 3 times. I get like in this foul mood, I'm annoyed, I don't want to do anything, like I have nothing to do, and usually this measures up with something that I'm in pain. It's like if I'm on my period and if I have cramps, and somehow this period I ended up getting headaches as well. Like, it makes no sense. But these days are usually when I have a bad day, and I hate every single moment of the day, but there are certain things that I do to make it a bit better, and so I'm not being horrible to everyone around me as well. Okay, so the first thing I do is when I know like I'm in a lot of pain and I'm not really realizing it, and like I let myself have that bad day. Like I just accept it, I guess would be the word, because there's sometimes when I'm just annoyed and I fix that, right? I fix why I'm annoyed. But when it's like I know it's a bad day or something bad happened to me and I'm just down or something like that, I give myself permission to have a bad day. Now that doesn't mean I have to be horrible to other people, and does not mean that I can't be productive in the day or not do things that make me happier. That does not mean that. It means that it means that I can do those things and have a bad day as well. It just pretty much means I'm not particularly happy in that day, you know? Okay, so I give myself permission. That's the first thing that I do. So the second thing is I have this list of things that they're just in my mind and I already know, of pretty much like a self-care toolkit. I never called it that, but I read it somewhere and I loved it, so I'm gonna call it that. A self-care toolkit, where you know like these certain things that you do to help you feel better and get better. I don't do these just on bad days, but they are very helpful on bad days. So you should try to figure out things that are very, very helpful, that make you happier, and you can do these things on your bad day. So the first thing that I do that's on my self-care toolkit is I need a form of escapism to escape whatever is going on at the moment. If it's pain, if it's something that's annoying me, if it's people, I need a form of escapism, and that for me is usually reading. I always have a fiction book on hand ready to read. I don't have a moment in time where I'm not reading a fiction book. There's times when I don't read nonfiction, but definitely always reading fiction, because that is my form of escapism, to delve into that story and forget all of my problems and focus on this character's problems. It's really nice. Or if I don't feel like reading, I watch a show or like a movie. Like right now I'm really into The Office, and that really helps. So I think that's probably why last week I got into The Office, because I knew it was gonna happen the bad days. So I get your form of escapism, whatever it is. If it's watching a movie, if it's reading a book, if it's I don't know, doing your nails, I don't know. There's a lot of forms of escapism. So try to find yours. The fourth thing that I do is do something small for myself, like not like a form of self-care. So like maybe do your nails, or I love doing my nails, like right now I really need to do them, or put on a face mask or a hair mask, take a bath, little things like that to take care of your body pretty much. And that it just tells yourself like I'm taking care of myself, and you're doing something technically productive, so that also helps. So just do something little like that, and it'll make you feel so much better. I don't go get my nails done, but if that is your thing, go get your nails done if that helps you. Number 5, this one makes me laugh. Oh, I should have said the last one is not the last one. The second to last one is the one that works the best. I have to admit, it changes my mood like that, but we're gonna ignore that one for now. But number 5 is take a nap. I do not normally take naps. I actually kind of hate taking naps because I feel like I'm wasting time, and it just bugs me. But when I am in a foul mood, or I just can't, like, where you see those memes where it's like, I just can't even. That's what I feel like in those moments. So when I'm right there, I take a nap. I force myself. I pretty much force myself. I lay down, get a blanket, a pillow, and close my eyes. And I'm either listening to music or something. I usually always have my headphones in, so I'm probably listening to something. And that helps me change my mood if it needs to be changed, or just relax and calm down and not force myself to do anything. So usually like 15 to 25 minutes depending. I don't time it, I just do it. So sometimes it's probably like 5 minutes and I don't even notice. That's why I said 15 to 25. It's never that long, so I know at least it's between those two. Yes. Number 6, if you're having a bad day but you still want to be productive, like you don't want to waste the day just because it's a bad day, well, do something productive. And it doesn't have to be something big like a project that you're working on or homework. That always sucks. But try to ignore those bigger things and do something small, like clean out your email. Oh, that one's not that small, but it's still it's a task that you don't have to think that much. So like cleaning out your email, or washing dishes, or dusting your room and stuff, little things like that does help. It does make you feel better, I think. And even though you're probably still in the foul mood at the end, or still feeling like just not happy, at least you did something productive and you will feel slightly better afterwards. And they do say cleaning is a very good way to boost your mood, so try cleaning. Number 7. Now this is more something to watch out for. When you're having those bad days, watch out for your self-talk, or your everything that you're saying in your head, because those are probably the worst days for self-talk, because you're telling yourself a lot of bad things that you probably shouldn't be telling yourself. Like, I don't know, you're an awful person for acting a certain way and doing this thing, or sometimes you even say, like, you know you don't believe it, but at the moment you do. It's like, I have an awful life, I'm having a horrible day, I'm having a horrible life. It's not, you're telling yourself just because you have a bad day that you have a horrible life. No, it doesn't correlate. So watch your self-talk, because sometimes that self-talk comes back to you, even on those good days or in the so-so days, they come back and they can make you worse. So watch the self-talk, try to just cut it off, distract yourself. Like I said, the book, the movie, all those things, those help, and just cut off the self-talk. Sometimes talking to someone is a very good way to boost your mood as well, so maybe try that. Okay, number 8, which is the one that I said that it's very, very effective for me, and that's cry. I'm the person who's upset, and when I'm upset, I cry. When I'm sad, I cry. It's like everything comes out as crying. Now, I don't cry that often, like at all. I really don't. I'm not that person that cries. It's not a bad thing if you cry. I'm not saying it is a bad thing. I'm just not the person that cries a lot. When I'm reading a book and something sad happens in a book, okay, I do cry there. But like something happening to me, I don't normally cry. But sometimes there's just those moments where it's like so much emotion is just in you and it needs to come out, and for me it comes out as crying. Like I said, it's like once a month, so I don't cry that often, but crying does help. It takes all those emotions out in like 5 to 10 minutes, at least for me. That's how it works. It takes it all out, and afterwards I feel so much better that I'm quite shocked how good I feel afterwards. So maybe that's what we all need on those days. And I don't force myself to cry. That's one thing, I can't force myself to cry. It just all of a sudden comes out. So I just grab a pillow, lay down and cry, and after that I'm good. It's really, 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 really weird. I think I said witty, but really. So cry if you need to cry. If you need to cry 20 times a month, that's fine. I mean, if it helps, definitely do it. And the last one, number 9, it's just something to remember. Remember that you probably have way more good days than bad days. Remember that tomorrow is going to probably be a better day than today was. Always have that bit of hope in you that the next day is going to be better, and some things are just today is just one of those bad days that you need to accept and then move on to the next day, and move on to the next day, which is something that is very helpful and hopeful. Like, pray, that always helps, especially if it's a really bad day and some horrible things are happening. Pray is obviously the best thing you could probably do, but stay hopeful and remember that there is people around you who love you, who want to take care of you, and that there is a God who wants to help you as well. So remember all that. The people around you, try to be a little bit more hopeful and grateful for what you do have, and try to have a better day the next day. So that is all. Those are all my tips, tricks, and things to remember and to avoid for your bad day, whatever you're doing on those days. Some are not that great, but you could definitely get through them. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Please like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.